Hey, what is up, squad? We are back with some more tier lists. We're doing the very first Ben 10 Season 1 tier list, where we're going to rank all of these characters that appeared throughout the show. There might be a few, but it's probably because they were so minor, I didn't consider them. So yeah, but hyped to do this. So if you guys want early and uncut reactions, make sure to check out the Patreon. If you want early edited reactions, check out the membership. Let's get right to it. All right, guys, first things first, we have the bounty girl that fused with the machine from Vilgax. I think she was a pretty cool villain, like a really cool character. I like the fact that they could combine and actually made it really hard for Ben to, you know, fight her. Like, she was pretty insane. She was smart as well, with like the rocks tumbling down towards the citizens. It was interesting how Ben tackled her with Upgrade, you know, taking over. I didn't think she was a bad villain. For now, I'll put her on A. I actually quite enjoyed her. All right, we got the circus freak from the acid breathing one. Bro, this guy was so lame. I'll be honest. I did not like him. It was kind of boring. And then other than breathing acid, he was kind of useless. So yeah, he just goes there. All right, we have the megawatt alien. Bro, I actually really like the megawatt alien. I actually generally wished it was part of his arsenal, like of the Omnitrix arsenal, because I think it would be super useful to go through electricity, be a very small, and they had kind of similar personalities. Obviously, the megawatt was a lot more mischievous, so yeah. But I actually really enjoyed the megawatt. All right, who's next? This is the insect guy. Obviously, you guys can't see his head, unfortunately, but we have the insect guy. I don't know, man. It was kind of a lame one, but he wasn't too bad. I think it was pretty interesting. He was kind of like Shino from Naruto, controlling bugs and stuff. It wasn't too bad, but then he didn't have complete control because they were lured by the smell from Grandpa's, you know, medicines, which was definitely surprising. I do think it was cool that they were like the nuclear resistant cockroaches, which covered him. But overall, I didn't like him too much. So yeah, for now, he's a C. I might move around some of the characters. All right, Diamond Head. All right, Diamond Head, S+. I really enjoyed Diamond Head. I think he was an awesome alien out of Ben's, you know, arsenal. Definitely super cool design. Love how simple he is. It seems he can do more than just, you know, making his body. He can also project everything. So I really like Diamond Head. So yeah, I just wish he was used a little bit more. I felt like he wasn't used as much, right? Just remember, guys, this is my own opinion from what I watched, all right? Like, if you guys have you know, your favorite, you know, top 5 aliens, just let me know down below in the comments. Dr. Anima. You know, guy's wasn't too bad. I think it was super smart. He was able to transform all those animals into mutated creatures, which was fucking sick. He was able to bring back the T-Rex back to life. He was actually a pretty solid villain. I actually didn't mind him. I think they could have done more with him. I think he could have turned more animals into like mutants, but he only chose a select few. So I wonder if there was a limit to that. But yeah. Then we have the mayor of Megawatt City. I actually like this guy, bro. In fact, I'm really tempted to put him S+ because he was just chilling there. He was kind of like us, having popcorn, man. Like, we were just enjoying the show with him. I actually liked him. He was pretty funny. All right, we have the bounty hunters. This one, I liked him more than the other one. I don't remember the name. I think it was a pretty cool design. What he could do was pretty sick. So I'm gonna just put him at I'll put him at A. And then for the other one, I'll put this one probably at the lower B side. All right, forearms. Bro, I feel like Ben loved forearms and Stinkfly. I think those were his, like, probably 2 most used, right? Most likely. But yeah, I do like forearms. I think I like Diamond Head more. So I'm gonna put Diamond Head above. All right, Ghost Freak. I like Ghost Freak too. I think I put Ghost Freak at S. It's just that I wanted to see more from out of Ghost Freak. Like, other than going invisible and passing through objects, he showed his whatever cloak thingy. I want to know more about that. I want to see more from Ghost Freak. So yeah, so I'll just put him at S for now. Gray Matter, probably one of my least favorite ones. Like, other than being small and being smart, I felt like he was not used as much. I'm gonna put him at like middle of the pack A, in my opinion. I know we had that whole dedicated episode for him, but like, still, I wanted more. But yeah. All right, Heat Blast. Heat Blast, 100% my favorite. I think he's my. I mean, I love fire, bro. Like that's where my name comes from. Like flares, as you know, it's a knockoff. Only because my brother chose the name Flames, so then I had to go with another variation. That's a little story how my name kind of came to be. So yeah. All right, Vilgax. Vilgax. I enjoyed Vilgax. This guy was a top tier villain. The thing is, where do I put him? Do I like them more than the heroes? I actually chuck him right here. Probably he was a very interesting villain. He seems super OP. He's after the Omnitrix. Why? Like, there's so many questions related to him. It seems like he's had standoff with Mats. So it must mean Mats is like, I don't know, some kind of intergalactic like police or some shit. Or like, I don't know. But he's definitely had his fair share of run-ins with Vilgax. There's so many questions to be asked. But so far, he seems cool. He seems indestructible. He's like a Thanos. Like, holy shit. It seems kind of insane. But I do want to see more. So yeah. So for now, he's third place. Potentially, he can be my favorite, though. He could. Gwen? Dude, I love Gwen. You know what? I actually... Oh, who do I put first? I don't know, man. I think I put Gwen second. I want to see more out of Gwen. But I love the fact the way she retorts back on back to Ben, their relationship, everything that's happened between them is just so funny. I like the fact that she's smart. She's also pretty athletic too, and she's pretty crazy good too with her hand-to-hand combat. So I really enjoy a character like her. Now that I look at this, I kind of want to move the mayor down here. It kind of feels. I actually realized I actually like Ghost Freak more. All right. We got the Kraken. Kraken was all right. I felt like we could have gotten more. She wasn't too like super amazing. I'll just put her at C. All right, Kevin. Bro, I really like Kevin a lot. I might like him. Yeah, I think I put Kevin here. The reason being is because Kevin seems crazy. The fact that he can absorb powers, I want to see more of him. He seems really cool. I do wonder what he's doing. Hopefully we see more of him in the future. I assume we will though, right? Like, he has to be a comeback character, of course. I'm surprised we haven't seen more of him. I feel like maybe the first season, I'll be honest, kind of felt more like of a setup, kind of just introducing all the characters and like showing what the initial band can do. So it's kind of more of like a setup for the future seasons is what I feel like. But yeah, for now, Kevin, yeah, he goes S+ for me, 100%. All right, the shape-shifting aliens, they weren't bad. I think they were pretty interesting. It definitely had that scary factor. I'm gonna put them at like the lower side of B though. It was definitely interesting that they overtook the whole city, but they were weak to water. Damn, it was so weird because I was also watching Ninjago at the same time, and like the ghost in Ninjago were also weak to water as well. So I'm like, what the fuck? I have two shows I'm watching, the same seasons at the same time, and two of the villains are weak to water. I was just like, what the fuck? But yeah, it was definitely interesting the way they could shapeshift and then like become stretchy and stuff like that. That was definitely interesting. I do wonder whether these aliens will come back, because they did escape into the spaceship, but there was some that like, remain behind, right? So yeah. All right, Lucky Gwen. Bro, Lucky Gwen was so OP. I actually really like Lucky Gwen. Oh, Lucky Girl. I'm gonna put an S+. Dude, I feel like I have a lot of S+. But yeah, Lucky Girl, crazy. This is kind of like what I wish for if Gwen had powers, right? I do think Luck is kind of a bit too OP. I don't want her to have luck powers. I want her to have more of like the witchcraft stuff. Kind of like what the villain was doing in that episode, right? I already forgot the name of the villain, but I definitely would be cool to see her use some kind of like magic powers or something. I don't know, man. But that would be pretty sick. But yeah, I did like Lucky Girl. All right, we have what's his name again? The clown. Fuck, I hated the clown, bro. Zubul? Was it? Yeah, Zubul. Not a fan. I mean, I know it's just me hating on clowns, but they never really explained how the soul thing worked. Like him taking away like everyone's happiness and the soul stuff. Obviously, I don't think it was that bad of it. So I'm gonna put him here. Actually, I kind of want to move this down. The shape-shifting aliens. Yeah. That looks a bit better. In fact, maybe he might go to B. as much as I hate clowns, I gotta be, you know, a fair judge. He definitely made me a little bit scared at times, I'll be honest. All right. Original, let's see, Ben Tennyson. Great character. I really enjoyed Ben. Do I like them more than Gwen though? Where do I put Ben? I actually don't know. I'm gonna put him at number 3 spot for now. I really enjoyed Ben's attitude. Like, you have to remember at the end of the day, he's a 10-year-old kid, right? It's understandable he likes to, you know, be a hero and stuff like that. That's why I understand his attitude. And that's just how 10-year-old kids are, right? Like, you know, bratty, annoying, but it was definitely very interesting to see his growth from episode 1 all the way till episode 13. So it was definitely interesting to see the way he grew, the way he kind of wanted to look after his family. And then every time he made a mistake, he kind of grew from that. And obviously he changed his mindset. But at the end of the day, his core is kind of still there, being like a mischievous brat, you know? But I still liked him, so yeah. All right. Cold Blast. Bro, Cold Blast was sick, man. Fuck, where did I put Cold Blast? Bro, my S rank is getting a bit high. S+. Fuck. I feel like I'm having a bit too much S+. But yeah, I really enjoyed Cold Blast. Cold Blast was cool. The fact that him having a cold can make him have ice powers. Holy fuck, that's cool. I want to see more of that. All right, now that I think about it, I think I might move this list a bit down. Like, oh, shit. Yeah, I think I will. I think I got to, like, move this around. Like, I feel like S+, I'm oversaturating it. And I feel like I enjoyed these characters a lot more. But yeah. All right. This guy, the witchcraft guy, he was a pretty good villain. I think he was definitely one of my more favorite villains. He didn't talk very much. We didn't know where he was from. He just wanted. He was just after this, the book of spells. What was it called again? I completely forgot the name of it. But yeah, I think he wasn't a bad villain. I actually really enjoyed him. I wish he wasn't as OP, but that's because Gwen had like the lucky charm, so she was always dodging. But it was pretty smart with it though. So I didn't mind him. All right, we have the circus freak, long hair girl. Better than the acid breath guy, to be honest. All right, now we have the organization. Still a mystery. I don't know enough to like rank him higher. For now, I'm gonna put him at B. He's definitely piqued my curiosity about the organization. Why is he collecting all these alien techs? I assume he's gonna make a comeback. He's already getting data on Matt and like Ben and Gwen, and I definitely want to know more. Like, I feel like he has potential to be high on this list, but for now, he's there. All right, you have the guy that was trying to capture the Kraken eggs and stuff. He was a pretty tough foe against Ripjaw. I will have to admit. He put up a pretty good fight. I'm going to actually put him at high C, surprisingly. He was actually a good fight when he was in his mech suit, giving us a hard time. So I didn't mind him too much. All right, Ripjaw. I have to say Ripjaw's probably on my, like... I think he's cool, but he's on my least side of the... out of the 10 aliens. I'm gonna put him at high A though. I don't think it was too bad at a high A. All right, we have the professor, the alien nerd. You know, he wasn't bad. He was actually really, really smart. You know, I think he was pretty top tier for me. I'm gonna put him at an A. In fact, I'll put him right here. You know, pretty fitting next to Grey Matter. It was not bad. All right, Stinkfly. I'll be honest, Stinkfly, like appearance wise, not the greatest in my opinion. Like for me, like I don't really like bugs that much. So it was like he was definitely a little bit off-putting every time I saw him. But as he was used more and more, I quite enjoyed him. Like he was used a lot by Ben, and I really enjoyed the more I saw him, the more comfortable I got. So I'm gonna actually put him pretty high up. I'm gonna put him next to Ghost Freak. Actually, I actually quite like Stinkfly. He kind of just grew on me, right? So yeah. All right, this is the same race as Diamond Head, right? I never got his name. It was somebody. It started with T, right? I mean, I want to see more. So I'm gonna put him. I was thinking S+, but I do want to see more. Like he fucking cooked Ben's ass, which was kind of fucking crazy, man. I really wish he was like Ben's teacher in a way to teach him how to use Diamond Head's powers. Like here, I was thinking maybe we'll get like the same alien race, or as every race in his watch, and then they come and teach Ben. You know, like teach Ben how to use his abilities to the fullest, which is definitely something I wanted to see more. But for now, I'll put him at S. We only got like an episode of him. He was kind of crazy. I do wish he comes back. I want to see who else is on the good side of this alien war, right? So yeah. All right, we got the Ghost Freak. That guy. Yep, put him there. Aunt Vera is all right. All right, and then Grandpa Max, bro. I really enjoyed Grandpa Max. Bro was a beast. He was a unit, man. Like the fact that we don't know about his past, and then we saw his combat abilities. Bro, like whacking stone statues like it was nothing, man. Like, holy fuck, he's crazy. What were you like in your prime, bro? Like, what were you doing? What was your occupation? Like, and it seems you were fighting with Vilgax too. So it's like, damn, who are you? So hopefully that gets answered in season 2. So yeah. All right, upgrade. I always felt like upgrade was underused a lot. Like, definitely underused a lot. I feel like there was potential to be more. So I'm gonna put him at high A though. I think he was pretty cool, like overtaking the bikes and stuff, overtaking the girl villain as well that was fused with the robot. But I do want to see more about what more you could do. Like, why do I feel like, is there a limit to the size you can overtake? Like what you can overtake? Can you overtake? Because if you could overtake a motorbike, you could overtake cars, you can overtake trucks. Can't you overtake spaceships, man? Like, come on, I want to see you do that stuff. So yeah. All right, Wildmutt. Yo, Wildmutt grew on me. I'll be honest, Wildmutt actually grew on me. I'm gonna put him actually around here. He actually grew on me. I enjoyed him more and more. I think him having like the radiation or heat sensors and stuff like that, I think that was pretty cool. I know it's just like a physical beast, but still, I really enjoyed him. All right, Accelerate. Fuck. I think he's got to be my second favorite hero. I think Wild Heat Blast. Why do I keep saying Wild Blast? Okay, yeah, Heat Blast and Accelerate, 2 favorite heroes, I think. And then it'll definitely be Diamond Head next. Obviously Cold Blast, then Forearms, Ghost Freak. So yeah, it's understandable why Grey Matter is probably my least favorite, but he's still pretty high. I still enjoy them. But yeah, I think this would be my final list. Yeah. So like in terms of the aliens, it goes Heat Blast, Accelerate, Diamond Head. I mean, I guess Cold Blast is like part of Heat Blast, so yeah. Forearms, Ghost Freak, Stinkfly, Wildmutt, Upgrade, Ripjaw, and then finally Grey Matter. So yeah. So I think that would be like kind of this final list of this. But yeah, let me know down below what you guys think of the list. And also let me know down below, I guess, your heroes in top 10 order, like which alien hero you enjoyed the most as well. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment down below. Laters.